Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Alice with Sage Leaf Studio. And if you saw one of my previous videos, because I'm not sure that this one's going to be posted right after the one I just did, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but I did a video about losing track, well, not really losing track, but not paying attention and sort of tucking away my Stamperia collections of papers and not showing them the love. And so I did did a video about a little journal that I made um, out of the Rose Parfum set, and it's just so sweet. And I did keep the collection out. I can still make a couple of things at least out of what I have left over. But I also was digging around in all of my sets and came across this one that is the Sunflower and Art Farm set from Stamperia. And it's so cute and I just love it. And there's all these cute little pieces and stuff. And I wanted to make a journal for a birthday gift and kind of have it be like, I like to give it like it's the card, but it's so much more than that. So this is for someone who has a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, and I haven't given it to them yet because I'm not quite ready to go with it. But I can't post this video until after, so it'll be, I guess, kind of mid-August once I post this video. But doesn't matter, here it is now. So, but anyway, I wanted to show you how cute this is and what I ended up doing with it. So it's funny because the person who this is going to thought she saw this on my desk a while back. I've had it for a while, and she thought that I should put something together for a mutual friend for her birthday stuff. And I actually thought about doing that, but I couldn't quite make it work in my mind for that person. They have definitely interests in, sunflowers and beautiful, vibrant colors and stuff, but I couldn't figure out, excuse me, couldn't figure out how to relate the art part of it. Now, that person is very crafty. She crochets, she sews, she does all kinds of things, and she has painted years ago. I know she painted, but this isn't her life right now. She's doing other crafty things. So I hemmed and hawed and put it back away and made her something different. And then I got to thinking about it, and I was thinking, you know what? The other person who I am making this for, did make this for, this does really speak to her. Her birthday's in August, sunflowers, she paints. She's very crafty as well, very artistic. Um, she loves traveling. To me, this looks like, like you're going off to a villa or something. It's just kind of different. But I don't know. It actually made me think, not so much laundry, but it actually made me think of her. So she is the one who is going to be the recipient of this set. So these are the leftover pieces, and sorry about the glare, but this is what I usually kind of keep my sets in. This is another 8x8 set, and I'll put a link to the Rose Parfum video down in the description so you can see what I was talking about, because I felt bad that, I was kind of leaving this stuff kind of hanging out there and not using it. So I'm digging it all back out, and I'm probably going to do several videos just trying to use up some things, but I had never made anything out of this yet. So this is the first go round. So these are the pages that are left over from what I just made. And aren't they just so sweet? I love sunflowers, absolutely. And this is just so cute and has really good back pages and lots of cutouts. As a matter of fact, I did not cut everything out. Well, I cut out most everything, but I would say I kind of went around stuff, and then I intend to go, well, I've got several things, but like this horse, like he still needs to be really cut out better because I've got a white border around him. But anyway, but there's just tons of pieces. But what I ended up, what's that? What I ended up doing is creating this little journal and put it together with some ribbon that I thought was complimentary of the green colors because there's lots of good greens in here. So I've got some burlap and some leftover little strings, and I actually used some embroidery thread in that button there, and that's leftover embroidery thread around there. But anyway, this is the front, and isn't that sweet? And the problem with this is this full page that's an 8x8. I didn't want to, I started to fold it in half, and I thought, well, I don't want to see the building cut off. I could, but I wanted this to be its own thing, and I wanted this to be its own thing. So I ended up folding it this way, and there's another page on the inside that I did fold in half, and that's this page. And it was really neat when I first started it because all you could see was this page and this page, because now I've, covered it up with a bunch of little things, which are good, but it was this kind of green background and then this yellow, and it was really neat because it was just stair-stepped, and it just looked cool. And it still does. It's a little busier now though because I've added so many things to the insides of those pages. But anyway, but that's how that ended up, that it has a larger front cover than it does the back cover, which is this. So here we go. So here's what I did. I'm just going to run you through it real quick. So that's the front, very cute. And then I've got this, and this was from another page, but I cut it down, obviously. I think I've got somewhere is the other part of this, but this was basically from another page, full page, and it's just a one sheet note book, if you will, and can be added to. I just put some washi tape up here and just batten down one piece of paper just for jotting down notes. Maybe you don't want to put this whole thing in your purse or wherever you're putting it or whatever, but anyway, so just created this cute little guy, and he just slides right in this tuck pocket in the front here, embellished with a cutout. My circle cutting is a little something there, maybe not circular. Anyway, created this is a little pocket, one of these little envelope pockets, and I made that out of a piece of 6x6 paper that came from Ollie's from the, I think I talked about it in the previous video also. I just, grabbed a whole bunch of pads of all this paper that I guess came from Joann's when they closed down and all that stuff got dispersed. Ollie's ended up with a bunch of stuff. So anyway, but this is a cute little, one of those cute little pockets, envelope pockets. And so it's got a tuck there. There's there and there. So everything just fits. So this is just a little tag. No big deal. Could be a bookmark. This is actually the card that I'm giving her, and so my sentiment is written on the other side of that, so that goes in that pocket. And this is just a cute little tag, one of the little fussy cuts from the set, so that goes there. So then this page, like I said, this particular page, and I'm trying to open it up and do it like this so you can see this is the one side of it and this is the other side of it. So the little puppy is watching his master while she paints, looking out over the lake. So there you go. So that's so cute. But anyway, I just love that, and I didn't want to cover it up because look at how cute it is. So I covered up the back side with this kind of stuff. So anyway, so that's that, and that starts the signature. So the signature has several papers in it. This is some tea stain notebook paper. This is just a piece of, I guess it was just some, I don't know, craft paper, scrapbook paper, and just made a little belly band using the same card that I made this tuck pocket with. And this is just a bookmark made from an old book page. And this has some stuff about Eskimos. And this person that is getting this is really into Native American stuff. Um, and who doesn't love stuff about Eskimos? So she will appreciate that. And she has something that I gave her a while back that's a little bit similar to this. So she'll know. And then this is just some copy paper. And I sort of, I don't guess I did all of it, but some of it's kind of got some inking around the edges. Here's another piece of notebook paper. This is an envelope with a window in it. And yes, that is James Dean. So this envelope is a pocket, and James Dean is the one who gets to peek through the window at this person, and I think she'll appreciate it. It's a little bit different from everything else that's going on in here, but I did use some of the papers that I already used in other areas of the book. So anyway, just some embellishments here, but yeah. So James Dean is peeking through the window right there, and who could be mad about that? Okay, here's more crafty paper, more of the copy paper. All right, and here's my center of my signature. And so the leftover string, I thought, well, I'd like to make, some beads to dangle down. And these actually, some of these beads, not these, but these for sure, and maybe some of these are some that I used in another project that I gave her, a tuck pocket kind of situation that had these glued on. So these are kind of an homage to the type of stuff that she likes, the kind of Native American, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I thought those were pretty. So anyway, then we go back through and there's the other part of the signature, and there's the other side of that envelope that I had just, covered. It was just a white envelope. And because I didn't want to waste any paper, since this is not obviously 8 by, what is notebook paper, kind of 8 by 10, 8.5 by 11. It's not as big as copy paper, but anyway, didn't want to waste anything. So it's just got a fold over, and it's like a fold over sandwich. I'm hungry. But that way you've got extra room to write or do something different, or if you need to tear out a piece of paper, to give somebody something you're writing down for them. I mean, this is a utilitarian thing as much as it is anything else. So, people shouldn't be afraid to use the journals, and I know they're fun to look at and touch and just see, but also, don't be afraid to actually use them. It's a good thing. Anyway, this is a little fussy cut from the set. Thought that was really sweet. I mean, I could see this person driving this. Like, she's very she's a Renaissance woman. Do people say that too often? But she really is. Like, she could be driving a Cadillac, but she could also be driving this. She wouldn't be afraid to, and she would love it. So anyway, so yeah, some more pages. There's the other side of that. Didn't do anything there. Could be written on. No big deal. There's another fold over there. So there's the other side of that page. And then back here, I just kind of went ape with tuck pockets and tags. Because what if she wants to kind of also use this as a stationery set and wants to write somebody a note and just, or, leave a calling card or something. And look at how cute these little guys are. To wish you joy. She could even use that as a, a gift tag or something. But there's place on the back there to write. This one's really cute with the truck. Am I too close? for you. That one says Daisy and Pansy and has a really cute little back area. So I've got those 3 in this big tuck pocket. I'll leave those out for a minute. And then 2 little tags that are cute. They're both little windows, little gingham curtains and stuff. And those just have, just some background on them. So anyway, made a little tuck pocket out of one of the pages that had, a wood-looking situation on the back. I'm not sure, well, I do know because here's the page that I cut it from. So this was the page, the side that I cut it from and used. And here's the other side. And look at how gorgeous that is. So that's going to become something for sure. But, I hate to cut stuff up when it's like, oh, I'm going to cover it up because now those are glued down and you're not going to see the other side. But that's okay. I didn't use it all. Had another little piece that I made another little belly band. And this is just, just sort of some remnants from some of the papers that I already used. And this is just some of that brown craft paper cardstock. And it's just very plain, but this can definitely be used as a bookmark or whatever. I mean, it's just all very whatever you want to do. But I just thought it was so sweet. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, maybe I'm going to create a writing board. And by that I mean something, I don't know, something that she could use if she wanted to write on some of the pages. There's just always so much stuff. Like, this wouldn't be hard though. I mean, this is pretty, there's not too many bulky things. So you know how, like, if you go to write on something and there's just so many things behind it and it's just making bumps and everything. So I was thinking about putting a writing board in here, but I'm not sure if I need it or not. So we'll see if I wanted to write on this. Kind of got, some dimension back here that might hinder me from being able to write. Now, actually, this could be used. So this, oh yeah, that helps for sure because there's just enough stability here. And that's probably what I would do is, fold over card or put 2 pieces of, paper on a hard, piece of cardboard or something. So I don't know, that may be what I end up doing. I'll present it to her like that. Anyway, but because I think it's got enough stuff in it. I mean, does it ever have enough stuff in it? I don't know. But anyway, I had a lot of fun making it. And, there was, I don't like to make it sound braggadocious and say, I put a lot of thought into it. But there is a certain amount of thought, especially when you have someone in mind. When you're thinking about what that person, what speaks to them from an art perspective and, just anything. And, what kind of things do they like and what colors, they like. And I don't know. So you do you put some thought in it. And sometimes even when you're, you might be making a journal or even just, a tag or a bookmark or something, and you don't necessarily have anybody in mind, but by the time you get close to finishing or near finishing or finished, you kind of go, yeah, I actually do know who would love this. Like what kind of person do I know that would really enjoy this type of art, these colors, this floral pattern, what have you. And, I mean, sometimes it's people who are like you, like-minded as far as what you both like. Maybe that's why you're friends, because you kind of have the same tastes and what have you. So anyway, this was fun, and that's just what I wanted to show you. So hopefully this didn't take too long. And if you have any questions, comments, let me know down below in the comments. And otherwise, I'm going to keep digging out my Stamperia collections and working on them, and I'll bring you guys along as much as I can and let you see what's going on. And I appreciate you watching this. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.